Ciao ragazzi, LordTeox here, and today we're gonna talk about the best artifact you should farm and focus on. How you can move those artifacts between all the different characters you have on your account, also taking in consideration different team composition, so in this way you can save a lot of resins and time. Remember guys, before we start, your support really means everything for me, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. In this way I will be able to make even more content. Let's go! Let's start talking about the best domain I recommend you to farm, where you can find the artifacts that will help the 70% of the character on your team. All the characters in Genshin Impact, guys, we know have his own Bernstein slot regarding the artifacts, and if you're looking for a specific set for a specific character, we're gonna cover that later in the video. But now, those two domains are the one I highly recommend you to farm if you want to maximize your resins and farm for multiple characters. The first one is the Midsummer Courtyard, guys, where you can find the resolution of Sojourner, an amazing set for beginners player, or until I will say around and before adventure rank level 35, and also one of the best in slot for electro main DPS and support the Thundering Fury. The second one is the Clear Pool and Mountains cover. This domain for me is really the best one for a lot of different character, guys: Gambler, Scholar, Bloodstain, and of course our Noblesse Oblige. All these sets are amazing and they will help your burst support dealing more damage and increase the attack of all of your team. Also, for most of the new players, I would say building a character with a high physical damage is easy because you don't have I would say you have to rotate less your character, so the Bloodstain Chivalry is here for you. For the beginning of the game, the Scholar and the Gambler set can help you support be better right away. So guys, this is why the Midsummer Courtyard and the Clear Pool of Mountains cover are very good domain to farm. So of course guys, there are a lot of other domains that will be a better choice for your personal situation, and I understand that, and that's why we are gonna talk about this right away. And you might have some question maybe, so how many set of artifacts do I need? Which character can I use the same one? And how many characters do I need to build with those artifacts? The first one, and is the biggest tips I have for you guys, is to focus your account at first on just one main DPS that you have or you really like to play. Level up this character, the talent at least all at level 6, the weapon that he or she use, and focus your artifact farming just in this one first on your main DPS. A fire character, for example, Crimson Witch on Flame, Eden Palace, Hydro or Cairo DPS, Peak of Midgard, Electro DPS, Midsummer, Geo DPS, Domain of Gunyu, and so on, guys. Even with my horrible accent, you understand the idea. So to answer right away of one of your questions, you need to build at least one good and strong main DPS, and I would say at the beginning this will do the 80% of the job. After, you want to build 3 other different characters that can support your main DPS, trigger good reaction, and the artifact you want to focus on are the one we discussed at the beginning of the video. After that, guys, you want to focus your resources on another main DPS like you did for the first one. So you pick another character you like, you really want to play, and you do the same. So in total you will not need more than 2 strong main DPS, which also means not more than 2 strong sets for your main DPS that of course can't be mixed, and 6 different support sets that you are gonna cover in a second. So when you have these guys, you're good to go. Even for the end game Spiral Abyss, where you can use a maximum 8 character and the same time 8 character fully built divided in 2 different group guys. So thanks to this, the quick explanation, we already answered off 2 of the questions we had before. But now, I would say the more and more we progress into the game, we have different free characters thanks to the, I would say, the last event, and even as a free-to-play or a dolphin low spender, we will end up at the same point, or we'll end up at the same situation where you wish for new character, you want new character, you maybe gonna get a new 4-star on a 5-star. And we always gonna have a larger number of players that they're gonna have more than 8 characters. So what we're gonna do now? First guys, don't level up all these characters. You don't need to do it, doesn't make any sense, but focus on the 8 characters we talk about right now that can work well together, that you like to play, that can help you defeat the endgame Spiral Beast, bosses, domain, everything we have in the game so far. After that, let's talk about which character can use the same artifact and how can you rotate those artifacts on all of your characters. The most powerful and amazing artifact set for a support and a burst support that can help your main DPS and all of your team is the Noblesse Oblige. So I highly recommend you to have at least 1 character on your team, on I would say both teams that have this set. Chinchu, Bennett, Changlin, Ganyu, Venti, Zhongli, Albedo, Tartaglia, there are so many characters that can use these artifact sets, so many choices. Sometimes 4 pieces and sometimes just 2, depend. Your ultimate will be right away be burst by 20%, and if you use the 4 pieces, your support can make your team even stronger, increasing the attack by 20%. This is the set you should focus on after you finish to build your main DPS guys, a set that you can farm with other amazing sets for your other character. So guys, having at least 2 full sets of this artifact is the first tips I have for you. In this way you will have 8 different pieces you can have and move on 2 different characters or 4 different characters depending on what you want to achieve. Bloodstain can be used, like I said already before guys, for the player who wants to build a strong main DPS focus on physical damage. Razor, Qingyan, Kechin, Changlin, the Geo Traveler, maybe also Keia sometimes. In this case, the bonus you will get guys, and the bonus you will use most of the time, is the 2 pieces bonus. So having 4 good pieces for 2 main DPS is already a good start. Specific set of artifact guys like the Crimson Witch of Flames, the Thundering Fury, the New Blizzard, the Heart of Death, the Viridescent Wanderer are all amazing artifact set that can we swap between characters of the same element, and thanks to this I would say you have a simple choice that you will be able to make already depending on your character and account. So what I recommend you is basically you decide what element you like to play with, which reaction, with which main DPS who have this element, and you can farm this domain. So Crimson Witch of Flame, Diluc, Hu Tao, Changlin, Ember, Qingyan. Heart of Death, we have Chinchu, Tartaglia for example. Viridescent Banner, we have Ciao, Venti, Jin, Diami, Nemo Traveler, Sucrose. Blizzard set guys, we have Chongyun, Ganyu, Keia, can be good, but also I would say the new Rosaria character we will have in a couple of weeks. And the Archaic Petra, of course guys, Geo Traveler, Ningguang, Zhongli, Albedo, and so go on. Overall guys, you start to understand that there are so many names that I already repeat multiple times for different set of artifact. So this will help you right away focus your resins and time on the same specific domain and farming the artifact the different character can use depending on your account. Another good tips I have for you guys, if like me you really love a fire character in general, taking also in consideration that some of the most powerful DPS have the fire vision, is to focus both main DPS on both of your team with the same element. So you can also do the same with other characters, of course, with the same element, or different character with the same build. But in, for example, like a physical damage build for both main DPS, you just need to farm one domain. So for me, there are good and multiple reasons to do that. The first one is, like I said, for example, on my case, if I just take the fire character, I just need to focus all of my resources on, I would say, good luck, RNG, whatever we want to talk about, on just one domain, the Eden Palace of Ciao in this case. During the normal world activity, you can, I would say, only use maximum 4 characters. So you don't need to have 8 fully built. This is another good tips. So for example, guys, if I'm trying to use a Diluc, I can switch for Hu Tao and using the same artifact. And if I'm tired of Hu Tao, I can also go for Klee or also Changlin or Qingyan. So always using the same artifact, maybe switching a little bit depending on the stats, but I would say at least part of it. And guys, if we are talking about the Spiral Abyss, you can just reproduce the same thing. So 2 main DPS, both fire in this case, same domain to farm, similar reaction you want to trigger, vaporize or melt, also like the strongest in the game, and it's already an amazing start. So of course, guys, this is a very specific example, but you can adapt this to your own playstyle and account. And to be honest, guys, so far really works very well in general, especially with the recent update on the Spiral Abyss. So if maybe we will have in the future, I will say, just Spiral Slime to fight, this is another story, guys. But in general, this, for my case, really works very well. There are 2 major sets that I didn't really talk about. One is the Gladiator finale and the other one is the Wanderer's Troop. So unfortunately, so far we're not able to really farm those 2 in domains, but the only things we need to do is by killing the big bosses and by doing the weekly domain bosses. So I would say hope this will change at some point, to be honest, because those are very good artifact set that can be used for your main DPS, for your burst support, but unfortunately, I cannot consider this in the list since we cannot farm it, guys. But if you want some example, guys, the first one, the Gladiator finale, like I said, is clearly for your main DPS characters. Razor, Zhongli, Kachin, Chongyun, Chao, Fischl, just like amazing example, guys. Sometimes 2 pieces or sometimes 4, depends, but in general think about 3, 4, even 5 times before you throw it away, a piece of Gladiator finale, even if it's not amazing, because it's very annoying and expensive to farm. The second one, the Wanderer's Troop, like I said, it's perfect for burst the elemental mastery and also help a lot of different characters, most of the time mainly support, to deal more damage thanks to the different reactions you can trigger in the game. Good examples are Changlin, Ganyu, Mona, and so on, guys. So that's about it regarding artifact. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, really consider to subscribe, please. This will really help me a lot, always making more content. For any question like usual, just leave it down below in the comment. I will be more than happy to help you out. I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.